The right wing was under the impression that Oliver Anthony wrote that song about the what the people are going through, as if it was going to be the national anthem for the right wing, right? Because I mean, they just listen to a few words, that part that says welfare and getting fat, and the stereotype on welfare, etc., etc., etc. Well, it turns out that he's likely severely disappointing those on the right, because it turns out that he had a few words to say, and one of them he said was, I wrote that song about those people, so for them to have to sit there and listen to that cracks me up. He also says that song has nothing to do with Joe Biden. It's a lot bigger than Joe Biden. That song was written about the people on that stage, meaning the Republican Party stage, and a lot more too. Not just them, but definitely them, he said. Though it remains to be seen if Republican politicians will get the message, the song does have one fan on the other side of the aisle, Democratic candidate Robert F. Kennedy. But I mean, here's the deal. The whole deal about the song is that when I listened to the song the first time and I saw the words, it's like, well, you know what? If he's singing that as an ode to the right, but looking at their policies and what he's complaining about, the guy he should be a progressive. He's just voting wrong. And in effect, if you listen to the words that he said, he doesn't want to get political. And in fact, he said, I'm right down the middle. Really, anytime you hear somebody say they're down the middle, they're really left really not wanting to say what they really stand for. But listen, look at his history, look at his background, look at the difficulties he's had in life. A 30-year-old with these kinds of difficulties. I want you to listen to the follow-up that he has, and then we'll finish on the other side. I never used to wake up feeling this way.
Just know I didn't used to wake up feeling this way.
Cussing myself every damn day.
Cussing myself every damn day.
Always some kind of bill to pay.
Always some kind of bill to pay.
People just doing what the rich man says.
People just doing what the rich man says.
And that is the sentiment of probably 75% of Americans. Just what he said there. The problem is they just don't know what to do. They just figure that these rich guys, they're going to get what they want every time they want whatever they want. So to Mr. Anthony, Oliver Anthony, let me tell you something, brother. Look, you in your voice represent quite a bit of what folks are saying. If we could get all the people who know what the problems are to really start looking at who has the solution, then things will be okay. So maybe as opposed to being apolitical, just like you kind of meandered in politics a bit in this interview, brother, go ahead and get real political and say who is really, where the genesis of the problem is, who are really causal. Just saying rich people is not enough. We need to actually go to the causal nature of policy. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.